Hello and welcome. Spring has arrived, and if the world made sense, this is when the year would begin. Not in January's grey hush when the world still sleeps, and not in the sharp, reluctant days of February, but now when the light stretches further each evening and the air carries the scent of damp earth and life. I'm here on a coast path. It's quite windy, as you can probably tell. I'm sure the camera will shake a bit, but it's always windy. And I wanted to get out this beautiful evening and sit down and chat with you and give you a few updates on some things that I've been doing this year so far and some exciting projects that are coming up as well. I've had some incredible wildlife moments this year already, including visiting hares in Dorset, seeing some firsts, my first sika deer, spoonbill and booted eagle, also seeing a fox being chased by a roe deer, and probably the most exciting of all, seeing a humpback whale for the very first time right here in Cornwall. Hundreds of people around the UK have been coming down to Cornwall due to sightings of humpback whales in Newquay area. For me, this is about half an hour's drive, so I headed over one evening to Watergate Bay in the hopes of seeing one of the whales, and was very blessed to see my first humpback whale. It was very much in the distance and the weather was a little bit misty. It was quite breezy as always, but it was still an experience that I will never forget. I think that whales are so awe-inspiring, so majestic and powerful, and a reminder of the vastness of our oceans. So watching such a magnificent creature from the distance was definitely something that I won't forget, and definitely an experience I felt very blessed to have. I've also been working on my garden to try to support the wildlife there. This year I'm really excited because I have a nest box camera set up, and I'm really hoping to see some blue tits nest in the box. And already a pair of blue tits have been checking out the nest box. I've also been sent a bird feeder camera, which I'm really excited to share with you. It's actually giving another perspective to the nest box camera, because the blue tits that have been checking out the nest box have also been feeding on the feeder camera. So it's been great to see both in action at the same time. This is the Peck Perk Smart feeder cam, and it arrived this morning on a lovely sunny day, and I'm really excited to put it out into my garden. What it is a bird feeder with an inbuilt camera that connects to an app on your phone. It has quite a lot of features, including full colour night vision, which is pretty amazing. I've not seen any colour night vision before. It has a 160-degree wide view angle. It records in full HD. It has two-way audio, is weatherproof, provides live video and motion detection. So I wanted to share with you where this item came from and why I've got it. This is the first gifted item that I have accepted for this YouTube channel. So I have had other companies get in touch and offer to gift me items if I review them on my channel, but I've turned down every offer I've had until this particular item. Just as a side note, the reason for that is because there is a lot of crossover, unfortunately, between hunting related products and wildlife watching or wildlife photography related products. And some companies sell a lot of hunting supplies, and then they also sell things that might be of interest to those who are interested in wildlife watching or wildlife photography. And I would never, even if the product is good, I would never want to support a company that sells hunting equipment or promotes hunting in any way. So that's why I haven't accepted any products to date. But this one is exactly the kind of product that I would buy anyway. So this is a bird feeder with an inbuilt camera, as I said, and I love anything that is wildlife related and technology related. Because I like wildlife videography, of course, the fact that it's a camera is exactly the kind of thing that I will really enjoy using. So for full transparency, because I will always be transparent with you on this channel, the company gifted me this item and asked me to review it honestly and to showcase it however I wanted to on my channel, which I think is really great. The communication so far with them has been brilliant, and they've given me full freedom with how I want to feature the product and review it, which is brilliant. So this isn't sponsored in any way, the product was gifted. I will get to see what birds have been passing through my garden, whether it's, early hours of the morning, in the evening, throughout the day, when I'm not around. I'll be able to see what birds are actually coming into my garden and feeding. So I'm really excited to see what footage I get on this. If you saw my RSPB birdwatch video with me, you will know that I have done a lot of work on my garden, trying to increase the wildlife population and support the local wildlife as well. And I have seen an increase in bird species that have been coming into my garden, and I hope to see that continually increase. So this will be a really great way for me to monitor that moving forward. So I'm looking forward to that. But for now, let's unbox the item and try to set it up. Okay, first item out of the box is this. I don't know what this is yet, but I'm guessing that it holds the feeder itself. Then we have some accessories. So we have got these attachment accessories. That looks useful. So we have a wall mount screw positioning sticker, a quick start guide. So this looks like it's for these, this is for the solar charger. So in here we have a solar panel and accessories for that. Finally, we have the actual feeder and camera itself. So this camera is already built into this. This looks very, very snazzy. And the last thing that's in the box is the user guidebook. Okay, so now I'm going to try to work out how to set this up. I need to do this properly, so I'm going to look at the instructions and try to set this up. So the metal rings you saw me holding up were fixings if you want to attach the camera to a pole in your garden. Also in the box was a perch, a mounting bracket, a black strap for attaching to a tree, a tripod adapter, mounting screws and anchors, a perch screw, a Type-C power cable to charge the camera. I'm actually unsure about this flower thing, so if you have any idea, let me know. A solar panel with lead so the camera can charge in situ, which is great. So I realised pretty quickly that I needed to buy a micro SD for this camera, so I ordered one of those, but in the meantime, while I was waiting for that to arrive, I put the camera on charge, and whilst it was charging, I fixed the bracket for the camera and the bracket for the solar panel to the fences in my garden. Once the SD card arrived, I put it into the camera, and then I scanned the QR code on the camera and downloaded the app. It was very straightforward to set up. I've had trouble at this stage with other cameras, but this one was very fast to do and very easy. So then I put some bird food into it. I didn't fill it, I just put a little bit in because I'm very conscious that with bird feeders you need to clean them regularly, so I only wanted to put a little bit of food in. I then put the camera onto the bracket. I'm not sure how I will get that off again. It's very firmly fixed. I also moved the camera location in the end as well, as I thought it would be better in a different area of my garden. I've already had some visitors to the feeder, so I get notifications when a bird lands on the feeder to my phone, and it also captures recordings which I can then download. So far, so good. I will continue to review and update you on the camera as I go. If you're interested in ordering one of these camera bird feeders, you can use the code and the link below this video for 10% off. It's so great to be able to see the birds that are coming into my garden, and I think that as they get used to the feeder being there, hopefully I will get more and more birds that I can now share with you in future videos. As often as possible, I like to visit some European hares that I know of in the Dorset area. This is one of the most reliable locations that I can go to see hares, and they are one of my absolute favourite animals. This year, however, when I visited them, I felt quite sad when I first arrived because I noticed that something wasn't quite right and that there weren't as many hares in the area as usual, and it didn't take me long to see why that might be. The fields that the hares are usually in were completely surrounded by these brand new electric fences. I don't know the reason for the fences. They are around arable fields. The wires run very low to the ground, so I did wonder if it was for the hares. I'm not really sure how that works in terms of can the hares still get past the fences. There were a couple in the distance in one of the fields still, so I don't know if that means that they are now trapped in there or if they will find a way past the electric fence. So I was pretty worried when I saw that. I don't know if any of you know more about what that could mean for the hares, but definitely saw a massive reduction in the amount of hares in the area. The area is very rural, however, and there are plenty of surrounding areas that the hares could move onto. And I did find another location where there seemed to be quite a high concentration of hares. I'm not sure if they've always been there and I've just never found them before, or if they are there because they've moved away from their original fields. But after seeing that, I spent quite a long time searching the area, which is how I found the new hare watching site, and I was very relieved to find them.
Give it away. Keep your heart close. Wake up your eyes as the north winds play. Stay hidden inside your heart of stone.
My art studio is almost finished as well. This has been a project I've been working on since the autumn, and as well as working on the studio itself, I've been working on a couple of really exciting art projects that I'm really looking forward to sharing with you at some point, of course both wildlife related. One of them is my ink and paper theatre dioramas. The first collection for this is called Wildlife Worlds, and each diorama represents a different habitat and features different species. So I do plan at some point to be able to photograph these dioramas and sell prints of them. And as you've seen in a previous video, I've also been making clay sculptures inspired by wildlife. And I hope to share more of the process for both of these later this year also. So all of these creative projects are part of a bigger dream that I have. I would really like at some point in my life to be able to set up a wildlife sanctuary of sorts, to purchase some land and to be able to protect that land. It's very much a long-term goal, but it's something that I really want to work towards, as it's something that is very, very important to me. So for now, I will keep on exploring and sharing my adventures with you and creating wildlife-inspired art. And I wanted to say to those of you who have been supporting my channel for a while now, thank you very much. As always, it means the world to me that you're supporting me on this journey and that you are enjoying sharing my wildlife adventures as well. And to those of you who are new, welcome. You are very, very welcome here, as this wildlife community hopefully continues to grow. So I hope you enjoyed sharing some of my adventures this year, including the beauty of the start of spring. Please do support my channel by liking and subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.